And so this video begins with a roadside dinosaur that I have not shared before here in Keystone, Florida, just north of the Citrus Park neighborhood. We're making our way to our final destination, to the main subject matter, but I had to stop and show you Roxy. Look at this, on top of a pile of rocks at some place called Rock Solid Stone Center. Look at this, they deliver. Got a caveman with a pet dinosaur on a leash. I kind of feel bad for Roxy. They're holding her hostage. They got her all padlocked up. Look, chained. Oh, poor dino. Sorry, Roxy. Had to stop and say hello. This is a cool roadside dinosaur. We're always documenting those as we see them on the roadside attractions tour. Here's a new one, right north of Citrus Park, Florida. Not too far from Big Cat Rescue. Who knows that place? And I've now stopped at the corner of Blake and Tarpon Springs Road. We will take this road all the way to Tarpon Springs. Wanted to stop here because I've always passed this sign right here, and I wanted to share it. Check this out. Old McMickey had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. So many things to do down Blake Road, including Quantum Leap Farm. That name catches my eye because Quantum Leap, the television series, is my all-time favorite. I was always thinking, hey, when I passed the sign, I always thought, hey, is there a filming location back there from Quantum Leap? But no, it's actually a horse farm, Quantum Leap Farm. I drove back here just to show you what's going on, some horse stables. This is a horse therapy center, equine therapy, Quantum Leap. Not a filming location to my all-time favorite TV show. Really cool that they utilize horses to help people. Really neato. Just wanted to come back here and show you all as we continue our journey on to Tarpon Springs. And one more stop for the final destination, Rose Hill Cemetery. One of the first places I ever created a YouTube video. And it's haunted. Are you scared, Chris?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. They're coming to get you, Chris the girl. There's a ghost. It is Memorial Day, although when we left the house, we didn't know we were gonna come to a cemetery. Figured we'd start the video here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. I am Tampa J. This is the lovely Chris the girl. And we're going to explore today one of my favorite communities in all of Tampa Bay. Once again, Tarpon Springs, the SpongeDocks. Also, there's a Pinball Museum. And basically all you can play pinball place. It's called Replay. I've passed it for years, but I've never actually been inside, so that's gonna be a part of the video today. And I really appreciate you guys always watching, sticking with us, and I hope you enjoy this adventure. We begin in the historic and haunted Rose Hill Cemetery. There's something I wanted to show Chris. And this is a very old cemetery, one of the oldest here in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Check out this old wrought iron fence. It has seen way better days. The gravestone right behind it, Morris Lofton, born 1862, died September 4th, 1910. Just to show you the age of this place. This grave right here, unidentifiable. We have no idea who was buried there from this perspective. That always kind of saddens me. There was something I wanted to come out here specifically to find. There was a guest book hidden in a Ziploc bag inside of one of the trees, or near a tree out here, and I wanted to see if that guest book was still out here with my signature, and so that you could possibly sign it yourself.
That's a good idea.
So we're gonna look for that. Also, there's a historic placard over here that tells of the history of Rose Hill. Let's check that out first. Rose Cemetery, also known as Rose Hill Cemetery, established in the early 1900s as a segregated cemetery, is the oldest African-American cemetery in Pinellas County. Located approximately 5 acres of land, the cemetery reflects the social history and cultural traditions associated with Christianity and early African-American customs. So there you go, a brief history. Also, if you take a screenshot, you can read the history further. It'll last longer. And the last time I was out here, I showed this resting place, Private J. Richard Quarles, who was one of the only black Confederate soldiers of the Civil War. Died March 1st, 1925, was born 1833. Just passing by, and I remembered it. J. Richard Quarles.
The sign, the historical sign back there says that a lot of the
I was pointing to the sign.
People buried here were actually founders of some of the African American churches that were in this area. So very prominent people buried in this.
Very awesome and interesting. Even the tombstone right there belongs to a Reverend,
yeah,
R-E-V dot, right before the name. Very cool. Okay, so that secret book was more so in this vicinity. It was kind of around a bush. It was in a Ziploc bag. It may not be here anymore. We're looking around for it. Actually, I think it was over here. As we're continuing the search, just had to point out this beautiful cactus here. It's bloomed. Look at that yellow flower. Cactus flower. Someone constructed this circle here. All these pavers that have been painted, hand painted, all kinds of designs with Jesus holding a lamb right there in the middle. Look at this. It's almost like a labyrinth. All of these circles are hand painted. Like the crow there. It's a little crow. Bumblebee. In memory of the unknown. Okay, this is a memorial to the memory of all the unknown graves out here. And it's a bust. Could not locate the secret guest book. Maybe someone walked away with it, or Mother Nature took its last toll with it. However, I did document it once, so if you want to go back in the munch behind and check that out, I'll try to find that video and put a link in the description below. That way you can actually see it. But if anyone knows where the secret book of Rose Hill Cemetery in Tarpon Springs, Florida is, please let us know, comment below. But for now, we're heading to the SpongeDocks. Still much ahead. And we begin at the corner of Dockenese and Hope Street. Notice that the Greek is also written on the signs above the English. Welcome to the Greek capital of the United States. Chris found a sponge diver mural on the wall here. Welcome to the sponge capital of the world, the commercial sponge capital.
So he's either surrounded by sponges or is he surrounded by meatballs?
Oh, meatballs?
It kind of looks like he's got like a meatball on it.
Is it cloudy and a chance of meatballs or sponges?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a great observation. And above the meatball diver, there's a mermaid riding a turtle. What a meatball guy. And I've got a lot of good memories here at Tarpon Springs. For 25 years, my family and I used to, I say used to, it's been a while, but we always boarded the Dolphin deep sea fishing cruise and went deep sea fishing right off the docks here. And this has been here ever since I remember. The Fudge Factory, little fudge store, before the parking lot of the deep sea fishing. The boat is out deep sea fishing right now, but I've been on this boat, the Two Georges, probably, I'd say a baker's dozen, maybe 13 times. Sadly, Grandma passed last year, and Grandpa, he's up in Indiana now, so thankfully I documented one of our voyages a few years back when I started my YouTube channel. There's a video of myself with my grandparents going out on this very boat here that is docked right there. Oh, actually it's in right now. Oh, I didn't see that. It looks like it's already come back in for the day. And there it is. Wow. I've been on that boat so many times. So many great memories with my grandparents right there. I remember one time we were going out the river, the Anclote River, out to the Gulf of Mexico, and a bald eagle flew right over myself and my grandpa as we were right there on the bow of the ship as we were going out to sea. One of the first, actually the very first time I ever saw a bald eagle in the wild, right there on the bow of that ship. And a new sculpture here just before the boat. This is Sylvester the cat. Sylvester lived at the docks many years ago and achieved local notoriety. Local dock hands cleaned fish for fishermen at the dockside cleaning table. As the dock hands filtered the fish, Sylvester would lunge at the pelicans that swooped in trying to get the fish carcasses. I've got to show this. Chris found this. She was just showing it in her video. But this sculpture next to Sylvester the cat, this is all new here before the Two Georges. Do you see a resemblance?
A huge
or similarity?
Yeah.
She was just pointing it out. He's got a TS hat, Tarpon Springs. He's wearing a pelican, or no, I'm sorry, flamingo vest, which I'm jealous. I need one of those.
Yeah.
And his name's Pete. This is Tarpon Springs Pete, ladies and gentlemen. Tampa J and Chris the Girl. Look at that. Take a screenshot. It'll last longer. This could be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Sit still. I'll take a screenshot. Did you get it? Someone got it.
My legs hurt.
Pete the Pelican. He was actually a real pelican. It's funny because I was just reading about Sylvester over there. It is true. When you come back and you catch all the fish, the fishermen fillet the fish right there on that table exactly, and there's so many pelicans trying to get the carcasses as they're filleting the fish. So Pete is a famous one of those. There you go, there's another beautiful picture there. Get it, get it! And it's a busy Memorial Day Monday here in Tarpon Springs at the SpongeDocks. We're making our way up Dockineys, the main strip. Very touristy spot, but a lot of authentic Greek restaurants, including my favorite right here, the Hellas restaurant and bakery, which I always come here every time. We will go there before leaving. I always come for some coffee and a pastry right here at the world famous Hellas bakery. Hellas means Greece. That's what Greek people call Greece. If you didn't know that, it's not Greece to them, it's Hellas. Also, this Trojan up here at night with the neon, it looks awesome. Here's a little map of the area, an old map, just to kind of put things into perspective where the SpongeDocks are located. Actually, we're more so way down here. This is the area of the SpongeDocks. Actually, we're right here. So if you were to get into the Two Georges or any boat, a sponge boat, and go out to the Gulf of Mexico, this is the route all the way out. It's about a mile. I've taken this journey several times. Right there. That's an old map too, that's very vintage. And look at this, fresh sponges on the SpongeDocks. This sponge boat looks like it came in earlier today. I'm gonna see some action right there. It looks like they're still drying out. Yeah, look at that. They're huge, aren't they? Giant natural sea sponges. And they smell really good, actually, I'm lying. They don't smell so good. They look better than they smell. Pretty cool. There's 3 bags of them. Several old boats along the dock here on the Anclote River. Here's the one that just brought back all the sponges. Very cool to see, isn't it? Several sponges among the ship. I kind of feel like this looks more like a shrimp boat, doesn't it? It has the nets. I guess it operates kind of the same way. The nets pick up the sponges. Also, back in the day, they would have the divers in those very original looking diving suits like you'd see from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. They would go down and dive for sponges, and they still do that, I believe. And a little historic sign here: the Gulf waters of the west coast of Florida, north of Tampa Bay, comprise one of the few areas in the world where the species of natural sponges are suitable for commercial use are found. Tarpon Springs sponge industry. You found a good spot to chill. Isn't this awesome?
Yeah.
So chill out here. I love the sea. I always thought that this place right here in Florida was one of the most, kind of like, I kind of feel like we might, I've never been there, but like Martha's Vineyard where they filmed Jaws. Kind of a really like,
it's a nautical
seaport town.
Yeah, it's a nautical town.
This is like the definition of that. And the Tarpon Springs. This is an old school wooden sponge boat. This is what they would have originally been diving for sponges for. Yes, sponge diving. In memory of the spongers of Tarpon Springs. And here you go. The old school sponge diver with that awesome helmet. 20,000 leagues under the sea, Captain Nemo. I've shown this several times, every time I come to Tarpon Springs. Love this town. Also some boats going by out there in the Anclote River. Just gonna let the camera roll and show a lot of beautiful things right here. Across the way, the Sponge Exchange, like an outdoor mall. Been in there several times. A lot of gift shops and restaurants that are inside of that. Such a good vibe, very chill. Okay, across the way here, I'm gonna zoom in, just showing you the perspective before I zoom. There's a boat being worked on over there, a sponge boat. And I said, hey, look at that boat, Chris. And she's like, hey, look at the name. Hold on, check this out. Shout out to Chris's mom, Kathy. This boat is called the Miss Kathy. Spelled the correct way too. Shout out to Kathy. And it looks like the historic Anastasi boat has brought back some fresh catches. Look at all the sponges hanging there. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Wow, there's different ones too. And there they are, just blowing in the wind. These down here have a unique shape. Look at that, all different types of sponges. I've seen people use these as planters. Actually, Chris the Girl made a vlog where we bought a sponge out here and made it into a planter as a pot, basically. We use the sponge as a pot. So we almost passed this shop up, but I looked down on the sidewalk and saw this sign. World's only alligator head sponge inside. Okay, we gotta check this out. Now entering a place called the Sponge Diver Supply. And they weren't kidding. That looks just like an alligator head.
Yeah.
You see the teeth there and the eye?
It's amazing.
It's natural. I do say that's an alligator sponge.
World's only.
World's only. It's gotta be. Unless someone else finds another one, right?
Yeah, we're part of it.
This is it right here at the SpongeDocks.
Yeah,
come see it.
We found it.
There are some cool shirts in here though. Look at this. I like this design. Sponge Diver Supply. Very 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And not just alligators in here. We got a reindeer. We got 2 reindeer. Oh, this is Rudolph. Gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Red nose.
Yeah.
Red giveaway. I almost said dead giveaway, but red was more appropriate. And
A snowman.
a snowman or a sponge man.
That's awesome.
They have some antique dive helmets in here. A few of them. I don't know if these are real ones or just reproductions. Don't worry, be happy. And on the outside wall, a smiley face. It's a sponge smiley face, but you don't want to get too close to the edge here, because if you fall in the street, you won't be smiling. Whoa! Take a screenshot right there. Whoa! Whoa, car. Whoa, punch buggy. Pass me with a smile. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Pass me with a smile. Okay. He just passed the smile. Hey, buddy, we're trying to find Sponge-O-Rama. Can you point us the way? Oh, he already has. Look at that. Yep, that's the correct way. World's largest selection of sponges since 1968. This is one of the main roadside attractions here. One of the oldest roadside attractions here at the SpongeDocks. We've been here several times before. I always love coming by Sponge-O-Rama. It's such a cool name too. This is our second time here.
Can't go wrong. Yep.
It's where you bought the foot cream.
And the sponge.
And the sponge. The sponge planter
Big
that I was...
spender. Yep.
Big spender. Up in the loft, a giant scuba diver. Look at that. Are you ready for the most incredible experience of your life?
I think so. You're hyping it up.
All right, it's open this time. Free historical sponge movie. This way.
Sold in every pharmacy and cosmetic counter around the United States and elsewhere in the world. It's what we call a silk sponge. It's called silk because it's a very fine silk texture to it when it's wet. Now the silk sponge is the only sponge that we have in our sponge factory that is not found in the Gulf of Mexico. It's only found in the deep waters of the Mediterranean. And this one that I'm holding in my hand is an actual silk sponge in its entire size. But what we do is take these sponges and they're cut in various small segments, such as I have right here in my hand. This is the size you see being sold in your cosmetic counters. Now the silk sponge rinses out thoroughly like the wool sponge, so it stays nice and clean. And when you want to wash this sponge, all you have to do is put in rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide, or just soap and water for that matter, and it rinses out thoroughly. The most popular uses for the silk sponge are for putting makeup on and off, for washing your face, and it's a very fine sought-after sponge for ceramic and artwork household uses.
This is so
Now,
good.
this one particular loofah, we've taken it and we put straps on it, such as you see here.
To get the popcorn.
And here, you can take your loofah and you can cut it when it's wet, very small sizes.
And that was an amazing presentation that we decided to cut out early.
I could watch that all day.
I know, isn't it great?
No sarcasm.
I love it.
I could watch it all day.
It's so soothing. Oh, this is cool. Take a picture with the sponge hat. Don't forget to smile. Oh, wow. This looks like one of those German hats. This is cool. What do you think? Is it me? Do I look like Pinocchio a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. I think you should get it.
Think I should get it?
I think you should.
Is it for sale?
Be very inconspicuous with that.
Right, I can walk around with a sponge on my head. No one will notice. I think it's fallen. Oh. Sponge-O-Rama. And she found her foot cream. Look at that.
Yep. This is good stuff.
You swear by it. We were kind of joking, but
very much enjoyed it. Yeah, seriously. I seriously need foot cream.
we need foot cream.
Yeah.
We came to Sponge-O-Rama. And we've reached the famous Hellos Bakery. Always love coming here. Such a good time. Just to show you what's going on here, there's the restaurant. It's actually connected. Oh look, the Parthenon. Nice little mural on the back side of the restaurant. That's the restaurant, and over here is the dessert area and self-serve counter. We're standing in line. Check this out. We're gonna get some sweet treats over here. What do we do? Oh my gosh. A lot of strawberry in this section. I think last time we got the key lime tart. All right, here we go. It's like that first sip feeling. This is like the strongest coffee. Let's see.
So strong.
It's basically coffee grout.
It really is.
So strong.
Yeah.
It really goes well with the tart. The tart and the savory. You poor thing. As they used to say, it'll put hair on your chest.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, holy cannoli, that is delicious. The good old key lime tart is my favorite, especially getting like the bitter coffee and having the lime taste with it. Also, the cheesecake's really good. So good. Okay, we have departed the SpongeDocks, heading to downtown Tarpon Springs. And Tarpon Springs and I go way back. Actually, there's a music venue a couple blocks from here called Neptune's Lounge that my band used to play in back in the day. Maybe I'll show you that before we leave. Yeah, I'll show you Neptune's Lounge. Tarpon Springs remembers Mother Maris? I think that's how you pronounce that. Maurice? It's a very cool mural. I don't know who she was, but this is a lovely tribute. Very awesome. There's a lot of tile in there. And hello Main Street. Looks like Replay, the Pinball Museum, is right there where the flag is. Just walking across the crosswalk and a little ways down. Smack dab in the middle of Tarpon Avenue. Replay Amusement Museum. AKA all you wanna play pinball. Let's check it out. They also have video games in here too. Okay, here we go. I'm all paid up. I got my wristband, $14, all you can play. And it looks like a majority of these cabinets in here that you can play are all pinball. Went to the Texas Pinball Festival a couple months back, and also down in Delray Beach, I went to the Pinball Museum down there as well. They had a free play museum. And it's not on, but right when you walk in the door, you got this giant pinball machine. Look at this, there's a balloon. Looks like Hercules, the pinball machine. This thing's huge. Also, this is hilarious. And a giant Tron. Not on as well. Looks like it's more for display purposes. John Carpenter's Halloween, out of order, sadly. Still cool to see. I've seen a couple of these cabinets. Last saw one of these at the Texas Pinball Festival. You've heard of Mars Attacks, but have you heard of Attack from Mars? Some sick graphics there. This one also not on. We've got some Ultraman pinball. Ultraman, this is sick. Always like the Godzilla and the Ultraman. Some classic tabletops here that I remember seeing at Pizza Hut. And we got a Dr. Mario machine here in the center. Okay, this is what I saw at Pizza Hut. Who remembers the Mrs. Pac-Man and the Centipede tabletop game at Pizza Hut back in the day? Simpsons Arcade. Okay. I have got to play the Metallica pinball. Of course I have to. Here we go. See if I can do this one-handed. Nope. Failed. Give me fuel, give me fire. Give me thou which I desire. Oh yeah, I didn't see this. James, Lars, Kirk, and Robert. And there they're all right there. Three of my favorites in a row. Creature from the Black Lagoon, 3D. The Addams Family. Remember playing that at Truck Stop 3 in Indiana when I was a kid. This same cabinet, not the same one, but one just like it. There's Fester. And also Terminator 2, Judgment Day, 1991. Yeah, I remember playing this when it was brand new. So sick. Yeah, there's a ton of cabinets in here. A lot of games, more than I remember. I'm about halfway through, and this is the second half down here. And the classic Back to the Future pinball. Look at this. Got all the characters there. Hill Valley. All three movies represented too. Part 3 and 2 I see a lot. Oh look, Einstein. There's Einstein. the clock tower. A lot of vintage video games I haven't seen in a while, or haven't seen at all. Look at this classic tapper. Holy cow. I don't know if I've ever seen one of these in the real. It's freaking tapper. Oh yes, Star Wars. Oh my gosh. Wow. Classic Atari Star Wars arcade game. It's one of the first ones. This is amazing. Get in the TIE Fighter. Oh man, this is so much fun. This is a game you can kind of play one-handed. I guess if I want to pull the other trigger on the right though, I'm gonna, there you go, got it. Oh, this is awesome. And right next to the Star Wars, there's a Star Wars Return of the Jedi 1983 game. Similar controls, look at this. Oh wow, there's the Emperors coming in hot. Oh wow, this is so classic. Here we go, we're gonna get on the speeders. Oh, this is fun. Oh no, I crashed. There's a lot more video games in here than I expected. Oh look, Neo Geo, it's not running. So they do have a Neo Geo. Shout out to Greg's Game Room. Oh wow, I've heard of this. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Sega, all the way in the back. This is awesome. Amazing. All right, round one, Cavern. Okay, I'm Michael here. Uh-oh. Bam. I'm doing pretty good with one hand. Look at that, this is the technique. Oh, this is fun. I'm not doing too bad with one hand. We gotta rescue this lady. I got her. Rescue the kid. Oh, watch out for the monkey, Michael. I think I may have found the right technique for this. Oh look, Super Michael. Robot Michael. I gotta rescue the other youngling. Yay! And it's also playing, it's playing on bad. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, I'm ridiculously doing well with one hand. All right, look at this guy. Oh. Oh, okay, I finally died. This is the technique though. You gotta do it like this. So all the way down the west wall, you've got the classic pinball machines here towards the back. Most of these are from the 70s. Ooh, look at that, NFL Blitz. That's a classic there. Oh, it's not on. I used to play this on Dreamcast all the time. For today's Creature Pinball feature, this one just called Haunted House from 1982, designed by John Osborne. Artist Terry Dorzoff. It's just awesome looking. Look at the graphics. There's like a headless ghost in the window there. It kind of reminds me of the Norman Bates Psycho House a little bit, doesn't it? Haunted House. Here's the actual machine. Very unique looking. They have an upstairs portion. It's not on. Oh well, yeah, it's just not lit up as much. Very spooky looking. I like it. Look at the little ghosties. All right, there you go. 14 bucks to come inside. Even if you're not playing, even if you walk through the door, they're gonna ask you to pay 14 because they can't really monitor if you're playing or not. But either way, it's still a good time. Check them out. Replay. Amusement Museum. I can't believe it took me this long to come in here and play. And I knew I would find Chris the girl in here. What is this place? This is great, isn't it? This is right up your alley.
It's the best store I've ever been in my life.
It's all you, babe.
Plants and crystals.
Plants and crystals.
Magical stuff. It's amazing.
The Healing Hedge Witch. Wow, that's a cool name. All right, so we're gonna take a right past the Tarpon Springs Historical Society, AKA the old train station, right here on Sanford. Going to Neptune's Lounge. This is where my band used to play back in the day, where I'm about to show you. I've also been inside this Welcome Center before. It's not open today, but that's always fun. I've never vlogged it. Maybe I'll have to come back. Check that out sometime. Cool Chevy truck. And welcome to Neptune's Lounge. This music venue right here has been there for a long time. I can at least say it's been there since about 2006 because that's the first time my old band played a show here. And we played here many times. This is one of my favorite venues because it was in Tarpon Springs. It was so chill. You'd pull the van and the trailer load your equipment right through the back door. I set up my drums so many times right there in the alleyway. Yes, I was a drummer. Also a bassist. One night we were out here and we covered the Beastie Boys, Fight to Your Right to Party, and I remember everyone just went nuts. Also a band named of Under Oath, local band, one of my favorites from the area. The drummer Aaron Gillespie came in here one night and he was like hanging out, watching our show, watching the set. Just so many good memories with my friends here. Also, I broke up a couple fights. There were some of those. I was always the bigger dude in the gang, breaking up the fights and whatnot. You know, sometimes got a little rowdy. Not too much though. Chris the girl and I both come from a similar music scene. Did you ever play here?
God, no.
No, you didn't play in Tarpon?
Not play in...
Oh, that's right. You didn't play in bars. Yeah, that's right. We were a Spirit Field band too, but we would play, like, we play churches, but we'd play a lot of bars too.
Probably why we were not as popular as you guys.
Well, we weren't that popular. The band went on. Strength and What Remains. They were actually pretty popular for a while, and shout out to those guys. But I was like the original drummer, then bassist. That was a long time ago. We were out here playing music, so always good memories to come by here. I remember the doorman. He used to sit like right there. And he would smoke like cigars. Yeah, I don't know, it's just all coming back to me. Also, it's a bike and I thought to myself, I better walk down this alleyway because I haven't walked down this alleyway in probably 12, 13 years. Spent a lot of time out back here, hanging out before and after the show, during. This is the door that every band who's ever played Neptunes loaded into. Right behind that door is the stage. Yeah. This is cool. Yeah, we used to park back here. Probably, I think we parked the van there, but we like unloaded in like this area. There's also some graffiti back here. Look at this. Okay. Neptune's Lounge, Tarpon Springs. What a day. We did so much today. Very unique tour. Oh, look at the corner here. There's a Tin Man. Little Tin Man there with a sunflower. Just kind of hiding there below the ivy. Also, there's a doggy. You see the doggy?
Oh, yeah.
He's a doggy. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. There was another one. Thanks for watching, everyone. I always appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And subscribe below if it was your first time. I am Tampa J, and this is Chris the Girl. Also, go check out her video. She was filming as well. She's putting out a video, and it's gonna be totally different than mine. We both started at different points in our day, and so yeah, we always appreciate you guys watching both the videos and sticking all the way to the end. That means a lot. We're gonna head up north. We got plans to hang out with your family, which live a little ways north of here, and we're gonna hang out with them, and then later we'll get home and we'll edit the video, and tomorrow we're back to our regular JOBs, our regular jobs. So just to give you a rundown of what's going on vlogging style with the rest of our evening here on this Memorial Day. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. I love Tarpon Springs.
Me too. I've been coming here since the mid-90s with my family, and I've made a lot of good memories and just made another great one with this girl today. So I really appreciate you guys being here. We just simply document our experiences, and I just feel so lucky that, you know, that you guys come along. So thanks for watching. I can't say that enough. There's always much ahead, my friend. Know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are, what you're going through, there's always much ahead. Right here in Tarpon Springs, Florida, and beyond. Just know that. That door, wow. If those walls could talk. If you knew what was behind that door and the energy that once was on that stage. Me slapping the bass, jumping around, also playing the drums. Man, I wish I had a camera back then. I'm so grateful I do now. Much ahead and much behind. All right, that's it. I said it was gonna be a short one. Actually, I didn't say it at all.
Yeah.
I just kind of fired it up. But in my head, I was like, this is gonna be a short outro. And we've gone 2 minutes, exactly. How long can we go?
This alleyway smells.
It does smell. Oh, there's a dumpster over there. Okay, we're in it again. All right, much ahead. Oh, okay. Okay. It smells better back at the SpongeDocks. It surely does. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.